Hi, I am Dianne McKay, a member of the Ventura County Community College Board of Trustees. We represent a multi-college district of 3 colleges. Career Technical Education, also referred to as CTE, is an important part of the instructional program of the colleges that we oversee as local trustees. There are some unique characteristics to these programs that are worth exploring. Since it connects us directly with local businesses, I have found it useful to learn more about my district's CTE programs. In this video, I want to share with you the kind of questions I asked and what I found out. The first thing I wanted to understand is what CTE really meant. I thought I knew, but I wanted to be sure. And I quickly realized that we sometimes make the mistake of talking about CTE and transfer education as though they are different things. Indeed, many CTE programs, such as the Administration of Justice, Accounting, and Nursing, do have transfer options. Another misnomer when talking about our campus programs is we make a distinction that programs are either academic or CTE. Though CTE emphasizes applied learning, it is not any less academic. Professions in the health field require a solid background in anatomy and physiology. Most topics in information technology call for analysis and problem-solving skills. Machine tool technology requires solid math foundations and sometimes programming. The takeaway is that CTE subjects have an academic foundation and may have transfer options to a 4-year school and beyond. What does make CTE programs distinct is that a certificate or associate's degree in a CTE program is designed to lead directly to a job. The curriculum is structured to prepare a student for a specific field of employment. To achieve this goal, program faculty must have looked closely at the local labor market to determine that there's a need for and gleaned what the content of the program needs to be to make a perfect match. Again, one of the strengths of CTE programs is that there is a strong connection to the local business community. Each program has a business and industry-based advisory committee that not only advises them on current needs, but also evaluates the curriculum being offered. It is important to know that some CTE programs have very specific professional accreditation. This is in addition to a college overall accreditation. A professional accreditation is needed in many health occupations, but other programs, such as paralegal studies, may be accredited by the American Bar Association and the auto technology by the National Institute of Automotive Service Excellence. In some cases, graduation from an accredited program is necessary to practice in an occupation such as nursing. In other cases, it is voluntary, but gives a college a way to distinguish its program and enhance the employment opportunities of graduates. Some accreditations are good but not necessary, which is important to know when tough budget decisions need to be made, especially if it affects the number of staff needed. This was the case with one of our college child care programs. While it was a terrific standard to meet to attract participants, it was not something we could continue at the expense of the core program. Not every campus has the same set of CTE programs, so as a trustee, I needed to understand the mix of programs on our campuses. While auto technology and business programs are common, advanced veterinary technology and biotechnology may be found less often. A program like mortuary science or exotic animal training and management, like the program at Moorpark College in our district, may be only at 1 or 2 colleges nationwide. Often a college will have a strength in a particular programming area, such as health sciences or industrial technology. CTE has developed an industrial sector-based approach in support of regional economic development efforts. A college will identify a major business sector in its area, and it will attempt to align its instruction and prepare people for those related occupations that are critical to the success of their sector. In some cases, a business may partner financially with a college to provide training in a needed area. One of our colleges received a gift of approximately $1 million for a CTE program to support their labor needs. Colleges can work on a regional basis to address a business sector. For example, in the hospitality sector, one campus might offer culinary arts and another hospitality management. To prevent flooding the market with more graduates than it can support, there's a regional program endorsement process that works to modulate the number of programs in the same field. Balance and communication are critical. Too many programs in the same field in a single district or region can cause insufficient enrollment to maintain the program at any college. We are always interested in outcomes. As with most community college programs, we can look at the degrees and certificates issued by the college. Certificates play a bigger role in CTE than they do in general education programs. A specific 18-unit certificate may lead directly to a job or a promotion. In CTE, the outcomes are relevant and they go beyond mere completion. We need to evaluate whether a program graduates get jobs and look at the wages they earn. Of particular interest is whether the earnings provide a significant wage gain and whether it is a family-sustaining wage. Even when students do not secure a certificate or degree, we know they benefit substantially from taking CTE classes, maybe even just one. Thanks to some extensive data analysis, we have identified a group of students who are called skill builders. These are working students who come back to take a few classes that they know they will need to get a promotion or to secure a new job. Courses such as blueprint reading or new accounting software can make a significant difference in students' lives. We have seen income gains of 14 to 20% in the year following their college attendance. As we look to data for answers, we are fortunate to have a number of excellent sources for outcomes to help us understand and evaluate our programs. While we are all familiar with the scorecard for student success that the state issues every year, we also have Salary Surfer, which looks at the earnings of degree and certificate holders program by program on a statewide basis. Another tool is called Wage Tracker. It evaluates earning on a college basis. Finally, there's a new tool, the CTE Outcomes Survey, which helps us better understand the outcomes of those who leave college each year. I should mention there's a portal, Launchboard, that brings together all this data and other relevant sources in a user-friendly website. It is important that as trustees we pay attention and understand outcomes so that we know how well our programs are serving as a pipeline into the workplace and how they are doing once they get there. For more information on these data tools, I would encourage you to watch another video in this series, The Role of the Trustee in Building High-Quality CTE Programs, or consult the State Chancellor's Office website. The uniqueness of CTE programs includes some specific challenges other programs at our colleges may not face. Perhaps the most apparent is that CTE programs are resource intensive. They require large lab spaces for students to apply what they have learned. Auto technology programs are a good example. A large shop area of several thousand square feet is frequently required. Likewise, the equipment needs are formidable. It is not just the acquisition of expensive equipment, but also the maintenance. Information technology programs depend on a range of software that include expensive software licenses. The productivity of these programs is sometimes lower when evaluated in terms of FTES generated per class. Usually the students to faculty ratios are lower. This is sometimes dictated by safety concerns and the availability of workstations. In a program like nursing or dental hygiene, the professional accreditation body requires a limited student-to-faculty ratio. The fast-changing world of technology and business challenges us to keep our instructional programs up to date. Traditional fields of knowledge are changed by the development of new technologies. Learning to maintain and repair cars is dramatically different than just a few years ago. Alternative fuels, electronic technology, and expanded safety systems are just a few of the things that you need to be kept up with. With ever-changing technologies come challenges. Just think of what has emerged in the last few years: biotechnology, nanotechnology, drones, 3D printing, etc. Accompanying this is the integration of traditionally distinct disciplines like multimedia and design-integrated art and computer technology. As mentioned before, there are programs that benefit from professional accreditation in addition to the usual regional college accreditation. We talked about how paralegal programs may be accredited by the American Bar Association, and auto technology by ASC, which is the Institute for Automotive Service Excellence. In some cases, such as nursing, this extra approval is a requirement, not an option. To issue a degree in nursing and prepare students to take the licensing exam, the California Board of Registered Nursing must accredit a college. There are additional demands on CTE faculty members that general education faculty do not face. They are responsible for preparing the application when professional accreditation or endorsement is sought. They are also responsible for maintaining their program to the current industry standards, including seeing that the equipment is in working order and that there are sufficient supplies. In some cases, faculty are responsible for setting up and taking down lab demonstrations or student workstations. Teaching assignments frequently involve more time than general education faculty because of lab classes. This, along with other extra duties, hinders CTE faculty from being active in the campus governance process. A final complication in CTE is recruiting qualified faculty. In many occupational areas, the private sector pays better than a college does. An experienced programmer is likely to be reluctant to leave a well-paying private sector job. Nurses typically make more than a college faculty position would pay, and it comes before the trustees to approve hiring CTE faculty at significantly higher start level in order to compete with the private sector jobs they can easily choose. Career technology education is a vital part of the service our colleges provide to the community. I hope I have provided ways we can deepen our understanding of these programs. They are tremendously rewarding in their ability to help students prepare for occupations, provide a living wage, and an ongoing connection to our community. I want to call your attention to another video in our CCLC series. It is an extension of this topic that benchmarks what an ideal CTE program looks like. I would also refer you to the Doing What Matters section of the State Chancellor's Office website for a rich selection of resources.